All right, so I saw this Project Melody video in my sidebar, and I clicked on it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why is this linked on a Pokemon video? And it's just titled Project Melody is right. So she's talking a bit about like complimenting people, and people think that she's hitting on them, like partially because like guys don't really get compliments and stuff, and you know that checks out. Like that kind of makes sense. And it made me remember when I went to the store the other day, I got a compliment on my like hair being cut. Not even like, oh hey, your hair looks good on its own, but like, oh, you finally cut your hair, that looks good. And it feels like such a backhanded comment because like, okay, like I'm black, right? And the standard haircut is very similar to this. It's just like much lower. Not everybody gets that, but throughout, like I've had this since I was like 17 or some shit. It wasn't as like rounded as it is now. It was a bit more like patchy, I guess. But as a consequence of this shit just being on my face, I think I look considerably worse when my hair is actually cut down to the minimum. It just doesn't mesh well. I think it looks ridiculous. I think I would look better in that instance if, you know, it was beard, mustache, and bald, right? Like that's my personal purview. You don't have to agree with that. But I don't think I look bad like this. I don't think I look bad with longer hair, and I have gotten compliments from people when my hair is a bit longer than this, like I guess bordering on like afro look, whatever, some The Weeknd type shit, I guess, whatever. But it's really annoying because I will go places and people will it feels like people are trying to impart their standards on me, and they're like, oh, you need to cut your hair, you need to cut your hair, you need to cut your hair. And usually when I finally do cut my hair, it's either because it's really really fucking hot and having that much hair sucks ass in the heat, or I do have like chronic eczema, so like my literally this, so dry skin stuff. It's worse on my scalp, and I have like shampoos for that, but sometimes depending on the weather seasons and stuff like that, as well as my allergies, it can get a bit worse, so I'll cut my hair to make it a little bit easier to manage. And almost always I'm immediately getting compliments from people, but the compliments feel like they are driven by the fact that my hair is cut down and I am like fitting into this standard look, more so than whether or not I look good, because genuinely I think I look like fucking ass when I have my hair cut all the way. That's just me. But I do think it's an important thing to think about, because it, like, something that you think is a compliment to someone may not be a compliment to someone, and it's kind of important to think about that. It's why if I say something and somebody like gets offended, I meant it as a compliment, right? I'll ask them, hey, you know, you seem to not like what I said. Could you explain that to me? And that could come off as like I'm gonna be a piece of shit, but no, like I'm genuinely asking that because I'm like, damn, what I said upset them. I'm not totally sure why. Let me ask. But yeah.